and welcome to yet another edition of AskMzJudz. Yes, I'll address the elephant in the room. I know you wonder what happened to my hand. We'll talk about that soon. How are you doing? I just wanted to check in as usual and to be sure that you're all doing great. Now, we all know it's Father's Day, and I wanted to be sure that we give our usual shout out to the awesome dads out there, and also to take the opportunity to just look, to reflect on how we're doing generally. All right, so there is a general myth that Father's Day is not as popular or as celebrated as Mother's Day. Maybe that is true, only to an extent. But I want to establish today that for the amazing job that most fathers do, we don't just want to celebrate them today, we want to have the opportunity to appreciate them right through the year. Am I hearing the heads up from the fathers? Okay, you know my style is usually that I would talk about whatever I'm talking about from my experience. So my father is alive, thank God. He's 93, a bit on the frail side, but he's alive. And as I reflected on Father's Day, I could say that one of the things I learned from my dad is sheer commitment to hard work. My father was diligent, focused, and got things done right. Sometimes a bit meticulously, but as I reflected, I realized that there's some of that have rubbed off on me and my siblings, that we pay attention to detail, we want to do things right. So Daddy, you will watch this, so we appreciate you. Now I'm going to switch to the other aspects, which are the dads out there, right? And we often look at fathers as the male biological parent of children. But there are some fathers who do not have biological children, but have invested in the lives of other people around them. So for all those fathers who are doing awesome jobs, we want you to know today that we appreciate you. And we pray that we will have many more opportunities to celebrate you and appreciate you while you're here to experience that appreciation. And for those whose fathers have transitioned, this could be an opportunity to reflect on what those fathers invested in you and how you can be a better influence on people in your environment. I am almost feeling the energy of people say, oh, well, not all fathers are great. Yes, there will be some lousy fathers by the very nature of the fact that we are human beings. For those fathers, if you are watching this or you know someone who shares this with you, there is always an opportunity to reflect, to rethink, and start again. My husband has a popular saying that whenever you wake up, it's morning for you. So if you have not been the best father that you could have been, there is still an opportunity. Don't waste the effort or the opportunity totally. Now to my husband, who is the father of my children. Now you're going to think this is funny, but that makes me feel old. I'm going to say it anyway. So I got married at 29, which in my day, in my culture, was a bit late. And of course, my husband was older than me, right? So by the time we had our first child, it was a few weeks to my 30th birthday. And my husband behaved like a really old man having a child for the first time. So nothing could ever make his children cry. They got whatever they wanted. And I was the wicked one who put boundaries in place. So my children naturally gravitated more towards Daddy. He was more fun. He let them do whatever they wanted to do. He bought them sweets inappropriately, picked them up from school, and always stopped at the supermarket to buy snacks that I didn't think were healthy, but never mind. So Daddy was the cool guy. And when our oldest son was about 2, so when he was younger, I would call my husband by his name. And then he started calling his dad by his name. So to make him call Daddy, Daddy, I started calling my husband Daddy. And one day he was about 2, and he came up to me really confidently and says, Mommy, why are you calling my daddy? Daddy is not your dad, he's my dad. I'm like, yes, I know, but so what should I call him? Call him sweetheart or something. He's just not your dad. I'm like, okay, we are fighting for dads now, right? But that's how much he invested in his children's lives for them to often choose him over me. Whenever I picked them up from school in Jamaica, when they were in elementary school, primary school, they were like, because they know that I will take them straight home and we'll have lunch. Mind you, they took snacks and refreshment to school, but daddy will still have to stop to buy them something extra. So daddy was the nice guy and I was the miserable woman. And then one day, my oldest was about 8, and I picked him up from school. We were driving home. And he said, Mommy, can I say something? I'm like, yeah, you're free to say whatever you want to say. And then he said, promise you will not be angry. I was like, okay, I won't be angry. So he's sitting at the back, I'm driving. And then after a while, I didn't hear anything. And then I heard again, promise you won't be angry. I'm like, listen, I have told you I will not be angry. Say whatever you want to say. And then he held on for a few seconds longer. And then I heard his voice from the back saying, I think daddy is nicer than you. I'm like, okay. And he's like, you're not mad? I'm like, why would I be mad? You just shared your opinion. You think your father is nicer than me? That's okay. And then after a while, as I was just turning into the gate, I heard him say, I get it though, because in the real world, you don't get away with everything, do you? I'm like, okay, all right. I may be wicked, but I'm preparing you for the real world. But it's funny. My children always thought that daddy was fun. According to my daughter, I would say it's funner. It's a word she made up, so I give her credit. That is funner than me. But I just want to use this opportunity to celebrate my husband. He's an awesome dad. He's a wonderful support, caring, sometimes to a fault. He's going to sit in this video and I will not get into trouble because we will talk about it. But to my husband, the awesome dad of our 3 adult children, to all my brothers, my in-laws, all the amazing men in my life, my father inclusive, I want to celebrate you today. And to all of you, my awesome listeners and subscribers, please take the time to celebrate the father figures in your life. If you have your biological father still in your life, appreciate them. If they have transitioned, appreciate what they meant to you and take the opportunity to invest that love and appreciation in the other father figures in your space. So to all the wonderful fathers out there, happy Father's Day. And as always, I would encourage you to like, share, and subscribe and keep the positive father energy going. God bless you, and I look forward to coming your way real soon. Oh, I did say at the beginning that I was going to address the elephant in the room. So I have issues with my hand, both wrists, but the right one is worse. It's been investigated and managed, so you don't have to worry about it. I just thought I'll mention it because in the last 2 videos where my hand was in a brace, yeah, there are people who reached out to me privately to say what happened to you. And guys, that made me feel so good. It meant that you were actually watching the video and not just listening to the audio, so you knew something was off. I appreciate you. And like I said, I look forward to coming your way real soon. Please like, share, and subscribe. God bless you. Again, happy Father's Day. Bye.